Pathfinder. Wrath of the Righteous. Ostatnim razem w końcu wydostaliśmy się z tego labiryntu. Jesteśmy teraz w Knabres, w Defender's Heart, w sercu obrońcy, czyli przemianowanej tawernie, w której wszyscy zbierają się ci, co przeżyli atak Deskariego. I dzisiaj będziemy kontynuować jakby tą eksplorację, tym razem już miasta, więc z tą mechaniką chodzenia po mapie i spotykania różnych dziwnych rzeczy na naszej drodze. What do you think of life on the surface? It must be very different from life underground. Zapytajmy Lana 5 minut po tym, jak się wydostaliśmy. Of course! As far as living conditions, the surface is definitely better place to be. It's easier to get good food and water, not to mention build a house and even grow a few things. In older, well-established settlements, you don't have to deal with anything scarier than rats or maybe foxes stealing chickens. Powiedział Lan 5 minut po tym, jak wydostał się z podziemia. As for the kind of lives you have, I heard the story about demon worshippers abducting a whole family and sacrificing them one by one while the others watched. But there were some brave crusader knights nearby and they killed the villains and saved everyone. And I heard another story. Young blacksmith lost his arm in a fire, couldn't work to feed his wife and baby. They tried their best and lived from hand to mouth, but they were still destitute. In the end, the desperate blacksmith robbed a traveler one night on the road, but there were some brave crusader knights nearby and they caught the robber and threw him in prison. Not long after, his wife smothered their baby and hanged herself. Yes. Bardzo przyjazne. Historyjki. Up here, the same person can proudly say he's protecting the innocent from demons, and then look the other way, while the same innocent starves just because they were born into a poor family. Queen Galfrey. Oh my god. Absolute monarch of the Crusader state of Mandev. Okay. Queen Galfrey prolongs her life with some orchid elixirs that cost enough to feed an entire city. Back in our caves, everyone is equally poor, and if one person starves, the whole tribe starves. We don't abandon our own in times of trouble. That's the power of tribe. The laws of the surface are made so that some get everything and others got nothing. I might just be a naive fool from caves, but I don't understand how it is possible to have so much more and share so much less. Anyway, look who am I talking to. You must know life on the surface much better than I do. Okej. W związku z tym, że jesteśmy synem naszej postaci z Kingmakera, no to chyba I would never leave a needy person in trouble. I've been given more than most, which means I'm now more able to help others. A fitting reply. Don't take my words as a reproach. I like grumbling as much as cracking jokes. Lan is obviously trying to muster a friendly smile, but it's an expression his face doesn't accommodate very naturally. Okej, bye. Dobra, let's go. Co mamy do zrobienia? Musimy od ten Guerma. Spice amidst our ranks. Musimy się dostać do wieży Estroda. Znaleźć Storytellera. Znaleźć popleczników. Be prepared. Visit Journal, czyli, ale to jest... To są późniejsze jakieś te... Dobra. Let's fucking go. We're getting out. Nawet nie będę... nie będę recytował, bo to... Jesteśmy full HP.
Let's see what we can do.
Ach, jest. Nothing. Okej, czyli jak są poświęcone ołtarze, to wszystko jest okej. To bodajże... Gdzie mam pączek? To widzieliśmy ostatnim razem, ten motyw z golemem. I z tym, że w grze jest transmog. Co jest niesamowite dla mnie, dla tego typu CRPG. Jak Bardzo nie rozumiem tego, znaczy nie, że nie rozumiem, jak nigdy z tego nie korzystałem w PoE, no w Path of Exile, aczkolwiek tam jest transmog płatny i wiadomo, free to play gra. Tak. Jestem pod wrażeniem tego, że komuś się chciało naprawdę zrobić te parę okienek dialogowych tutaj. Rusty Digi Painter. What the magnificent and glittering golem, encrusted with gems and covered in intricate flowery embossing, triumphantly exclaims, "Happy to be of service! May Shailin brighten and vivify your day." What are you? I'm Presti Digi Painter. Many millennia ago I was built by Aslanti clerics of Shailin, the goddesses of beauty, to make the world a better place. I'm in my joyful service. I have visited many lands, and for the past few centuries I have resided at the temple of Sunrise Chrysanthemis in Tianxia. But then the good clerics saw fit to offer me as the gift to the Mendevian Crusaders. Can you do anything useful? My creators granted me an ability to place illusions on various items. I can change their color and texture to make them more beautiful and appealing to the eye. Would you like me to cast an illusion over your armor or to make it green? Green is very pleasant color, and it would match your eyes. How did you end up here? I was in Tower of Estrud Museum, but then some not beautiful people came and started smashing everything. I asked them to show restraint, and that's when they decided to steal me. After all, I am beautiful and very valuable. They dragged me down to the street, but I didn't want to go with them, so I kept stopping. The least beautiful of my kidnappers threw me over his shoulder and tried to run away with me. Jakoś nie jestem w stanie sobie wyobrazić, jak coś, co ma co najmniej ze 4 metry, jest przerzucone przez czyjeś barki. No ale okej. Tym bardziej, że też to cholerstwo musi ważyć pierdyliard. Try to run away, but I'm very heavy, so his back made a very not beautiful crunching sound. Okay, dobra. He started yelling, and then everyone else started yelling, and some of that yelling was directed at me, and then they started hitting me with their not beautiful weapons. And then some good crusaders drove them away and brought me here. And now I've been lumbered with you. Waste of good metal you are. And instead of working, I'm supposed to keep an eye on you, so no one is tempted by the walking treasure trove. What can you do to help the war effort? I was not designed for any type of combat, yet I can bring beauty and harmony to any type of combat. Okay. New phase in the city, you picked a good time. Show me your wares? No, armorer. Ajajajajaj. Okej, Masterwork Longbow możemy wyrzucić, bo on do niczego zasadniczego nam się nie przyda. Widzę, że jest dużo jakichś fajnych rzeczy. Aczkolwiek nie mamy hajsu. So... whatever. Kinda whatever.
Here we go.
Kura? Jakaś kura przeżyła, tacy
I can
incredible.
handle it.
Piesa? Loot? Free loot? Free trash.
Can't make the demons wait.
O, tu na dach można wejść. O. Nope, nothing here. Gotta move out. No ciekawe. Zobaczymy jak to zasadniczo teraz pójdzie. Mam nadzieję, że początek nie jest taki jak w Kingmakerze z tym... Oh, showered radiance to Joram. Do you recognize this sword? Do I recognize it? Of course I do. I made this with my own hands. There's my brand, see? The dwarf carefully takes the sword in his hands, gazing at it like doting father. Oh, Yaniel, things have been tough without you. But at least we still got your sword. That's something. Joran returns the sword to you. In battle, ordinary swords get blunted, they break, but sometimes a weapon can persevere. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm no authority on these things. No, jesteś kowalem, to chyba powinieneś wiedzieć? But something like an echo of the deeds done with that weapon, or more like the reflection of the wielder's soul? I don't know. I will say one thing. Take care of that sword. Yaniel may no longer be with us, but the demons will still remember why they need to turn tail and run when they see radiance. Oh, the scabbard's all worn. We can't be having a fine sword like this being carried around in this statty thing. I'll make you a new one, if you like. If the city stands strong and we both survive, come see me again and I'll have it ready. No charge. Okay. To jest akurat całkiem spoko. Do you know everyone in Kenabers by sight? Well, not everyone, but I make it my business to know people who might need my services, and blacksmith's work isn't just the anvil, you know. It is not too hard to notice your kind. Asimars aren't all that common around here, apart from Ramian, the prior of the Temple of Desna, a spiritual fell, if a bit woolly-headed, and there's also that Count something or other, some muckety muck, not the type of to visit a smithy in person. Why do you have your forge here in the tavern yard? Wherever I am, that's where my forge is. A true master of any craft will always find the tools they need. I miss my old forge, of course. It's now just a pile of charred stone and metal, but I've still got my hands, and that means I can work. Okay. Out.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Tu mogę zejść jeszcze. O, w tawernie też mogłem zejść na dół. O. Lot of fucking loot. Loot. Free fucking loot.
Let's see what we can do.
Surrender thy soul, Delvan. I am a day. Protect us. Haha, I got you again. How many times is that today? Take your jokes and shove 'em, tiefling. Whoa, easy there, chief. Don't hit me. Oh. Loot. Delvan?
Hey, Chief. Hey, Dreamboat, come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Oh my god, dude, widzę, że się dogadamy. The young tiefling sits crossed-legged on the floor. He looks relatively calm for someone in shackles, but his tail whips back and forth in agitation. Noticing your attention, the tiefling sits up and beckons you over.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out.
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Your shadow. What was that?
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
To brzmi jak dobry kompanion. Aczkolwiek pewnie jest rogalem. Who are you?
Woljif Jefto. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
The tiefling rattles his chains and gives you a meaningful look. What do you want from
I'll lay
me?
it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations, no problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff. If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Why are you in
Does it
chains?
really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
Ten sposób, w jaki mówi Chief i gada, generalnie mi się kojarzy z Mortem, z Planescape
He
Tormentem.
was caught thieving.
That's
How can I
easy.
free
You know
you?
Kirabeth? Feisty looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy Woljif locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. Got that? Will you do it?
Yes, we are fucking doing.
I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
Okay. Everything is mine. Okej, tu jest znowu jakaś zagadka. Gdzie jest Irabev?
Here we go.
Irabev. O. Orczyco. What is our main objective? You heard what that demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blew up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a Wardstone will be destroyed. Okay. There is a okay. These Wardstones. What are they? They are our greatest treasure, the shield given us by Iomede herself, and placed in Canabras and other Mendevian cities and fortresses by her herald. The chain of wardstones forms a protective barrier that stops the expansion of the World Wound and keeps the demons from moving beyond its borders. I shudder to think what will happen if the barrier falls. Okay. There is a tiefling chained up in the Defender's Heart. What can you tell me about him? Irabev shrugs scornfully. Woljif is a pretty petty thief from a gang of tieflings operating in Canabras. That's what we call them in these parts. Tieflings? Po prostu. Okay. They tried to rob a vendor of magical items recently. Unfortunately, we apprehended only one of them, and the rest managed to escape. We have nowhere else to keep him apart from the Defender's Hut, but that's hardly a prison. Woljif knows it too. He's been begging us for days to let him go free or have someone vouch for him. He's already asked you to put in a good word for him, hasn't he? If you want to recruit Woljif and put him to good use, go ahead and take him off our guards' hands. We can ill afford to let the soldiers spend their days watching over a middling thief. I hope the tiefling proves useful, should you decide to take him along. Okay. Personal questions? Talk to me about Anivia. We met in Timon. As I was wandering aimlessly from one ordeal to another, we returned to Canabras together to expose the Templars of Ivory Labyrinth. Okay, czyli po prostu the day the Queen knighted me was the second happiest day of my life. The first was the day of our wedding. But Anivia isn't just my beloved. She's my staunchest ally. We share every victory and defeat. The best of me is alive thanks to her. Thank you for saving her back then, the day Canabras fell. Before her return, the only thing giving me the strength to protect the Defender's Heart was the hope that I would see her again. We are in your debt. Okay. I have to go.
I can handle it.
Okay. So... W takim razie... You know... Po prostu, Woljif, you are our friend now.
Well, Chief, what do you got for me?
I talked to Irabev, and I've decided to make you part of my troop. We'll see how it goes.
You must be a smooth talker. Come on, Delvin. Get these bracelets of yours off me. I'm going free.
You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words.
You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can ya? I pity you. I'll leave you alone with your sad little soul. So long. And now, Chief, straight down to business. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call thieflings.
You don't say.
The family. After we knocked over that shop,
family of
stuck here in
sorts.
the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that big sister Charisme wanted to see me. That she had some questions to ask me. You following?
Yeah.
She won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time, Chief. You don't need to do anything when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean, and I'll handle the rest. Somehow. Let's go, I'll show you the way.
Okay. O, i se poszedł.
Can't make the demons wait.
O co chodzi tu z tym, ale...
Beautiful.
Tu jest na pewno jakiś coś, ale...
Let's see what we can do.
The button won't budge.
Here we go.
No żeż...
I can handle it.
Ile może być kombinacji? No fucking idea.
Can't make the demons wait.
Oh well. Dobra, zostawmy to. Na razie to zostawmy po prostu.
Beautiful.
Okej, dobra, na razie z nim nie pogadamy, ale to dowiedzmy się, kim on jest w takim razie, Woljif. 24 HP, not bad. Ojajajajajaj. Eldritch Scoundrel. That's actually good. Okej. 5 i dużo inta. To znaczy, że on ma spellbook? On ma spellbook. Okej. I dig it. I dig it. Inwentory w takim razie. Okej. Wystarczy. Tacy no. Co mam? Braces of Armor plus 2. Hołd. Dobra, podejrzewam, że chwilowo się w takim razie nie dowiem, o co chodzi z tym. No dobra, let's go out. Najważniejsze, że mamy już 5 w party, a nie takie majestatyczne 4. Okej, save a game, bo... Okej, global map. Dobra. Podejrzewam, że w takim razie Talk to Staunton Gdzie jest Staunton? Jeszcze mam ze Stauntonem pogadać? A, wiem, on pewnie jest w tawernie. Gdzieś tu chyba był, przy oknie gdzieś. A nie, tu. The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel on whose high crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty lightless windows make it clear that all inside is dead. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the grey garrison. Name's Staunton Wayne. You heard rumors about me? His face, which looks like it has never known anything as carefree as a smile, grimaces. Just so you know, everything people say about me is true. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself the storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The storyteller? Oh. Staunton strokes his birds in a thought. The strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort. He just listened. At first, I wanted him I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible. But later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he is alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. It's a library here. I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use a library is to Blind Elf, but he loved that place. He would sit there day and night. What do people say about you? They say I'm a traitor, as bad as Arelu Vorelesh, Sarkonian witch who initiated the opening of the World Wound. Okay. That I'm a disgrace even among the ranks of the condemned. Condemned? Military unit made of petty criminals. Okay. That Queen Galfrey should never have spared me. That I belong on the gallows. Why do they hate you so much? You really don't know? Staunton gives you a long, morose look than size. I am the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in a fortress on the edge of the Worldwound, instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the wound, the mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, and all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. I was tried. They wanted to execute me, and rightly so, but the queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I have done. So that's how I live, decade after decade fighting in the condemned. As you can see, I have fixed nothing, and I have earned no one's forgiveness. Are you going to spit in my face too? It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, you're given the chance to live, so live. And stop blaming others for what you've made of your life. Do you think you're the first to come to me with the sermons? The dwarf shrugs indifferently. A whole city fell because of you? How is that possible? What do you mean, how? You don't trust the word of a condemned? Go ask somebody else, like my little brother Joran. And if you still don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the 1000th time, don't. You really don't have any friends? Can I be your friend? I couldn't have survived this long if I were completely alone. Joran, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Traitor virus. Oh, wirus zdrajcy. Even fighters in the condemned console themselves by thinking, I got stripped of my rank, but at least I'm not Staunton. Commander Tirabade seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier and not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She's had some mud flung at her in the past, or so I hear. That's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. So many years in Condemned, surely you have paid your penance by now. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. He falls silent for a moment, and then in trembling voice he adds, The condemned isn't the worst part. All these years, I have prayed to Torak for forgiveness. Countless times I've gone to his priests, countless times I've kneeled before his altar. If only the father of dwarvenkind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I'm still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own god doesn't think I deserve redemption? Okej, czyli mamy powtórkę z Harima.
Can't make the demons
Harim
wait.
miał bardzo podobny ten charakter arc, że też w sumie Torak go zostawił i potem nikt nie chciał z nim gadać przez to w tym mieście, w którym on się znajdował i tak dalej, i tak dalej. Czyli podobny arc, tylko że tutaj z jakiegoś powodu sam to spowodował. Okej. Oh my fucking god. Czyli i tak musimy na razie iść do Market Square. Czemu to w ten sposób muszę iść? Tiefling's Hideout. Grey Garrison. Oh my god. O, bo tu jest mur. Okej, dobra. Chodźmy do tego Tiefling Aron. Fallen Horse. Okej. Random encounter w tawernie. Praktycznie.
Save
Tak
the last
sobie
one
mi-
for me.
Marauder Archer. Yeah, that was fast. Composite Longbow, ale to Lan już ma. Dobra, w międzyczasie możemy w takim razie zrobić to. O, jak ja to sfailowałem, to dopiero następny dzień możemy to spróbować. Dobra. No, czemu Kamila jest tak bardzo z tyłu?
Beautiful.
No. Okay. Tiefling Sideout. Continue. Ciekawe. Na samym początku dobrze, że w takim razie mamy taki easy podejście do tego. What the fuck? A Drigin? Loot. Sister Kiriza May. The basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. The tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife, greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif. You got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear Sister Carissa May. It was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next, well, no, I was still in shackles and I was being watched. And then the chief got me out and I came here straight away. I knew you'd been waiting on me. Enough talking or else we'll be here all night, so... We had a clear plan. We're going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? That bitch Irabeth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be there. Somebody betrayed us, and I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say? Make it quick. Woljif, tell us your side of the story. He speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you so he would have someone to hide behind if things went south. What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Carissa May got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 over there. I mean, Woljif jerks his head toward the 5 tieflings kneeling by the wall. She runs us up, and she says we got the score. Ancestries and Wonders. The one place nobody's ever been able to hit. The place that's guarded by a golem. But now a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come into our possession. Along with a tip-off that shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for petty pennies, so we're in. And the most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging about the shop ahead of the job. No casting out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. This job was top secret. That's all true so far. Go on. We did everything right with the locks and the golem. I picked the lock. I remember it's clear as day. Sister Dalna was on lookout. Brother Melron had the scroll. Duffy, Tavi, and Varnir brought the sacks. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in the sack, and one rolled away from me. I crawled under the table after it, and next thing I know, Irabeth was there. Everybody scampered. But I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and put me in shackles. They took all my rings off me. About 20,000 worth. Oh my god. Telehiso. And to add insult to injury, I've never found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you? Poor thing. Stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash anything. Carissa May is pointedly polishing her knife. Where is the Moon of the Abyss, Brother Woljif? Moon of the Abyss? What is the Moon of the Abyss? It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of Ancestries and Wonders. Sterling silver, sparkled like a star, fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon, you know, a crescent, a waning moon. And in the middle there was a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Philman was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, "I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of my collection." I used to go there to see what kinds of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing else to look at in Canabris. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say if you ever stole a thing like that, you would have to have the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging around Ancestors and Wonders, drooling over the Moon of the Abyss. Did you think you could swipe it in, all the commotion, and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we would be all locked up and you'd get off scot-free and with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mag, Woljif. I see it right through you. Why would Irabeth arrest her own informant? Took the words right off my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was the rat, I would have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm cautious fella, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the salon can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The Moon of the Abyss is a pretty bauble, to be sure, but it's just an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You knew Irabeth people would protect you. You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them, and you've become here with backup. You knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is, nobody's returned the amulet to Failman. Are you giving Irabeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered? She can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Iome, they all rolled into one. He speaks truth. You'll find some knights who'll take bribes, I'm sorry to say, but Irabeth, Tirabate, isn't one of them. Okay, no, Woljif, dalej. That's the whole story. Sorry. Woljif crosses his arms, looking affronted. Some family this turned out to be. It's just name in the end. In a real family, people take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the moon of the abyss. What am I gonna do with it? You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to you, Sister Carissa May, I'll find it, and I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, just so you don't end up at the bottom of the salon. But do you know what you're gonna owe me for that? An apology. Right here, in front of everyone. You're going to apologize loud and clear so everybody hears it. You'll say, "Sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy and I was wrong about you." Fine. You're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the family's come for you. You'll have no peace. 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 You'll have no peace, but one day you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and that is when we'll get you. Got that? You have way with words, Sister Kerzame. A way that almost made me wet myself, but a way nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat to that scary gal Irebev. She knows you a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. Yeah, we'll find the real traitor. And I'll get my apology. Onward to Irebev, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. Root out the traitor and be quick about it. Time's running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons. Swoją drogą, czemu oni w ogóle z nami... Czy z nami? Czemu oni w ogóle nie próbują nam... Hey, if you value your life, you won't even look in this direction. Okay. A w tę direction? W tę direction mogę. Okay. All the fucking stuff, give it to
Let's
me.
see what we can do.
Czy mogę z nimi pogadać na ten temat? So he's the traitor.
Here we go.
Ależ byłoby zabawnie, gdyby się okazało, że to ona to wszystko tak cwaniacko zrobiła, żeby się ich pozbyć. Deduce the traitors... Okej, czyli znowu wracamy tu. Na całe szczęście tu nie ma... To mnie akurat cieszy, bo w Pathfinderze problem jaki miałem z początkiem Kingmakera, to było właśnie to, że miałeś bardzo mało czasu, a dotarcie wszędzie trwało wieki. Tak czy siak. I przez te losowe walki i przez samą odległość pomiędzy rzeczami, pomiędzy miejscami. Dobra. Let's talk with Irebev again. Nie spodziewałem się, że to będzie tyle gadania na samym początku. There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who is your informant among the tieflings? Irebev arches her brows in surprise. Canabres is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough spare time to help out thieves. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. Irebev hesitates as she tries to remember. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the horns, the long horns, didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in Ancestries and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Hand of Iori. Master of Masters. A, dobra, czyli jeden z tych bogów. Dobra. Perfekcyjny człowiek i w ogóle. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. Okay. Sure. Go. May Iomede keep you safe.
Can't make the demons
Dobra.
wait.
Czyli teraz możemy po prostu iść. Thank fucking god. Thank god. Zasadniczo podejrzewam, że moglibyśmy...
Beautiful.
Czemu mam takie przeświadczenie, że to się właśnie w ten sposób skończy, że to ta Carissa May jest tą zdrajczynią. You failed to sneak past the enemies. Okay, what the fuck is this? Sheer. Chaotic Evil Outsider, 38 hapów. Power Attack. Energy Resistance, of course. Birdish, Gore. Protection from Good. That's fucking nice. Okay.
I'll cut you wide open.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yo, dude. Don't fucking charge me, please. Oh, Lan! The fuck? Run away, Lan.
You won't survive me. I'm gonna try this again.
Fucking accuse me? Kryt za 38. Oh my god. That's not good.
Well,
That's absolutely not fucking good. Mam nadzieję, że...
Let's see what
No ale te random walki po prostu tak będą wyglądać na samym początku. No nie mamy wyjścia. Nie ma wyjścia. Normalne walki spoko, bo jeszcze jakoś można się pozycjonować. Ale ten sam początek może być tragiczny. Okej.
Should I?
Pytanie, czy ja jestem w stanie się z czymś wyhealować jeszcze oprócz tego, ile mamy tych potek? Trochę ich mamy. No jak coś, to dokupimy po prostu. Jeszcze jak coś, to zawsze mamy tą różdżkę.
Hello? Is anyone there?
No! Nobody here.
Please get me out of here.
Nah, you're fine, dude.
I can hear your footsteps. Pull me out.
Pipe Fox. No, nikogo tu nie ma, stary. Absolutnie nikogo. O, Lockpicker. Czy Woljif ma dużo... Trickery 12. O, moje... Okej, a co to jest ten Pipe Fox? O, on może zapisywać spele jeszcze. Okej. Tu. Arcana i Perception checks. Sure. Więcej zwierzątek.
Here we go. Hello? Is anyone there?
Yeah.
Please, get me out of here.
Oh my god, okay.
Free at last. I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake with that rebel. Much obliged. Damn, I'm
Wait.
not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
Wait, what? Finian? The talking weapon. I on jest Pathfinderem. You are a Pathfinder?
That's right, Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world
Oh.
wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly, but this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn.
How did you end up in this shop?
I've been waiting here so long I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here.
And what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kelets of the Star Eye clan fled when the World Wound troubles began. But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I am best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades.
Phantom Blade? What's that?
It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors.
Czy Finian wie o tym, że jest bronią?
Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. And then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along.
On chyba nie wie.
If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier.
Okay.
I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word.
You now have a unique companion, Finian the talking weapon. O, i to jest jeszcze broń, która ewoluuje. That's fucking cool. Finian, you're my bro now. Gdzie jest Finian? Finian. Am I fucking blind? I mean, the fuck? Nani the fuck? No, what happened? $15,000 golda. Use. Szkoda, że właśnie jest mało tych. No i gdzie jest ten Finian? Czy ja nie dowidzę już? Czy o co kaman? Czy go ktoś już z automatu ma? Nie. God damn it. Encyklopedia. Crusade tutorial? Nie. Tutorial? Finian the talking weapon. No gdzie jest w inwentory? Tak? Gdzie jest w inwentory? No idea. Gdzie? A tu jest. Oh my god. A, i go można zamienić w co się chce, tak? Wszystkie podstawowe. Czy raczej we wszystkie te, do których ma się chyba dostęp. Jak zamieni go w Heavy Crossbow, to on jest wtedy +1. Czy to znaczy, że go mogę zamienić... Nie wiem w co. Long Spear? 2/9. Tak. Spear? 2/9. Greatsword? Sure. Ale Greatsword chyba nie jest rich, co? On jest jako Gold Iron i Ghost Touch. Okej. To nawet dobrze. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks a sorry state. It has been completely ransacked. Lying in the corner next to a scorched wall are the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. The golem's eye glow in the gloom. Master, code word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Code word. I don't know the hand of ivory. Code word correct. Awaiting orders. Where did you come from? Who created you? This golem was created by Catherine and Son. Address third building on the right, Jeweler's Alley, Neryozian Mandev. Model G504 ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gaffrain. Okay, tell me about suspicious people who came to the shop last week. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old. No male, old. Human, female. Oh my god. He'll be reeling off customers till nightfall. We need to ask it in a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? The golem is silent for a while. Tieflings. 3. Tiefling male. Middle-aged. Tiefling male. Young. Tiefling female. Young. Young to pewnie Woljif. Tiefling male. Medium height. Short horns curling backward. Medium length tail. Eye color yellow. Hair color black. Special observations annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail, that sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what the security is like here. I didn't come near the place. I give you my word, chief. No special observations. Subject was unremarkable. There, see? Can't have been me. Okay, middle-aged. Tiefling male. Medium height. Long horns. Medium length tail. Eye color pale blue. Skin color dark. Special observations? Red hair. Oh, that's our trader. I bet you're live on it. Here's a May drilled it into our heads that we wasn't to go hanging about the shop. Red hair. We've got a couple of gingers, and plenty more who get it out of the bottle. So much for a special observation. Golems ain't all they cracked up to be. Maybe its master knows more. Describe the female tiefling? Tiefling female, above average height. Hair long pale. Tail not observed. Long horns. Eye color blue. Special observations, scar on nose. Baldric with gold stitching. Huh, I don't know that one. A new arrival, most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Enough. Where is your master? Filman Fruliatros. My master is in his hiding place. Revealing the locations of the hiding place is prohibited. He likely holed himself up in the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where is the basement in this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. I found everything I wanted to know. Move the golem. Athletics. Okej, save game. Czyli raczej chyba ta kobieta, bo to by się zgadzało z tym, co mówiła Irabev. Bo Irabev mówiła, że że najpewniej kobieta i że miała długie horny, kurna. Długie rogi.
I am helpful, am I not?
I am helpful, am I not? Oh my god. Let's talk. Filman Fruliatros, the elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement shaking. Murder! Murders! Bandits! Scavengers! Yeah, makes sense. We're all of those things and much, much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Shut it. Please calm down. No one's going to rob you. The gnome peers at you. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me that the nightmare is over? No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back. The gnome notices Woljif and his rounded face turns scarlet. You, Woljif, the dirty little sneaky thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years, finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. The gnome seems to settle slightly. My name is Felman Fruliatros. I cannot really say it correctly because it's really hard. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there is at least something left in it. Oh, come of it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. Oh. The watch was very keen to get their hands on those tieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Golarion. So, of course, I did everything they said, and I've been stuck in this basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door no matter how much I yelled at it. But then, I thought that it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, blowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the tieflings that have visited Ancestries and Wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or the Eagle Watch. Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. Oh, I got 9 albo 8. Start talking or else. Bluff. Please. 9. Roll 9. 11. Oh. Thank God. I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch the culprits. It's in your interest to tell me everything. So, they haven't got the tieflings? I thought the city's finest were on the job and they... The gnome sighs. You can't really rely on anyone anymore. Ask your questions then, if it's so important. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. A red-haired tiefling? I suppose yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him an Aasimar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. But that's all I have. That's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief, back to Sister Scarzy May. We go to have a good long shifty at all my brothers to put all these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't gonna wriggle out this one. Okay, tell me about the tiefling woman. Tiefling woman? Ah, yes, I remember now. A noble lady, unlike the tiefling ruffians we have around here. She purchased magical equipment for the crusade and she promised to come again. If only all tieflings were like that, I would be laughing all the way to the bank. I'm tired of you, Ty. Tell me about Woljif. Woljif Jeftor, right? Yes, I know him for a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. I would chase him out, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with the gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it return too, you get me? I don't like the idea of others people grabbing mitts on it. Okay. If that isn't enough to help you catch the thief, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way and leave me in peace with my wreck of a shop.
I can handle it.
Okay. Jesus. Don't be so rude, man. Wszyscy chcą ci tu pomóc? No, może nie wszyscy.
Can't hide from me.
Loot. Das ist Loot. Gold fucking ring. Endosax. Nie spodziewałem się tego, że pierwszy quest jaki będzie bardzo mi się podoba, że i tak ten red haired już mamy. Że ona jest niby jest już zdrajcą. No ale to by pasowało. Irabeth is sure the informant was a tiefling with long horns. No. Tamten typo nie pasuje, bo o ile możliwe, że coś ukradł albo nie ukradł, albo whatever, ale nie miał długich rogów. Okej. Okej. Tym razem to jest bardziej doable.
Endure this.
Jesus, I know.
I got this.
This pain is excruciating.
The fuck was that damage? Holy fucking shit.
Can't make the demons wait.
Widzę, że tutaj będzie ten difficulty spike dopiero. Bo jeżeli random encountery mogą być takie, że jest jeden demon, który cię zone-shotuje instant. Red-haired woman. Tylko, że tu jest tu taka? Czerwone włosy? Oni są rudzi. Okej. Save. Talk. Take a good look at the suspects. The tieflings are tense and ready to reach for their weapons. The only redheads are Melron and Duffy. The dark-skinned tieflings... Tavi is female. Wait. Czyli tak, szukamy rudej. Nie mogę sobie tego ten... Dofi Melrun, czyli musiał być Melrun, bo ma proste rogi. To musiały być proste rogi do tyłu. Czyli Melrun. Tak mi się wydaje. I need to think more. Tiefling who wears, czyli to możliwe, że to nie była kobieta, a tylko ta kobieta, czy raczej, że ta kobieta, że się wydawało. Bo Irabew też w sumie mówiła, nie? Że to niekoniecznie mogła być kobieta, tylko że wydawało jej się, że to była kobieta. Sentinel Golem saw dark-skinned, red-haired tiefling. Man, okej, czyli tu jest to. With strength. Okej. Jeszcze raz. Dark-skinned tieflings, Varnir, Dofi and Melrun. Czyli Melrun. To musiałby być Melrun. Bo Melrun jest rudy. Ma ciemne skórę niby. Tak. Ale tylko Varnir i Melrun mają zielone te. A Varnir nie jest rudy. Czyli Melrun. You'll pay for this. Vital and Hepzamira will get you in the end. Jabas. Grab him. Take him away for questioning. Carissa May looks weary, but her earlier tensions has clearly lifted, he confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Irabev so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. We thought he would get nicked and he'd slink off to meet up with his customer. You've got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamed of it, holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window display the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. And I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. Can I join the family? I wanna have a family. Nie, no my mamy rodzinę, what the fuck. What are you going to do now? Clear out of this place. The sooner the better. The city is dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not for the people who stood up to defend it with weapons in their hands. So, defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city, but we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? Can I join the family? That's all you want? You can have your pick of the non-tiefling gangs. You've no need to tread on our territory. The family is for tieflings only, no exceptions. What are you going to do with to the traitor? He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm. To think about what he did. Any more questions? Co z przeprosinami dla Woljifa? Hello, I have to go. Good decision. I don't plan to hang around long either. Sister? Woljif nervously bits his lip. His cheeks are flushed and his tail is swishing through the air. Forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologize to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? That. So, sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time, that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Woljif. Oh my god. 9, please. Failed. Fuck. Rerolujemy? Too bad, because that's all I've got. Nie. Zostawimy to tak, chociaż jestem ciekawy po prostu. Co by powiedziała? Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief. When you've got a spare minute, come see me. I've something I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the buildings above is ready to crash down on our heads. Okay.
Beautiful.
But first, there's a door to fucking open. Did you think Ersemary would forget to lock? You should be so lucky.
No, what is that?
Wait, what?
I hope you appreciate this.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Oh my god. Carissa May, która by wzięła i o wszystkim zapomniała, nie? Ale jak widać jednak część zapomniała. Tiefling's account book. Holy shit, to ten smoczek wydaje te dźwięki. Się cały czas zastanawiam, what the fuck? What is this sound? Po co nam ten account? Czy to jest jakiś po prostu dla beczki coś? Okej. Okej, czyli... The Square, blah, blah. Okej, czyli tylko w sumie się mieliśmy dowiedzieć o tym, że okej, Woljif bierze i nawet swoją rodzinę okradą. Okej. Destroy uncollected loot. Może ta opcja jest tylko po to, żeby... Nie wiem. Wiem, że chyba w Kingmakerze to generalnie był ten główny problem, że bardzo dużo po prostu ramu to zajmowało, czy raczej save'y chyba się takie robiły przeogromne. Oh my god. Czyli dobra, w zewnętrznym kręgu miasta, bo podejrzewam, że tak to właśnie będzie działać, że możemy tylko przez Market Square przejść do tej wewnętrznej części. Okej, i tak musimy tutaj wrócić. To pogadamy z Woljifem i na dzisiaj to... Oh my fucking god, skończymy. Oh wow.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Oh my god, not me again. I don't wanna be. I don't wanna be.
It
Czemu za
should
każdym
work.
razem
Is it
mnie to
flawed?
dotyka? Fuck you. Oh my god, w jednej rundzie tyle dipsu zrobił? Jesus.
Let's see what we can do.
Yep. Co jest naprawdę... Naprawdę widzę, że tutaj jeden encounter może ci wziąć i spierdzielić po prostu chyba całe wyjście skądś. No albo musimy zakupić w cholerę potek. To z drugiej strony jest core difficulty, czyli jest w sumie ile? 2 poziomy na normalnym difficulty? To już jest jakby jedno z 3 tych ciężkich,
Here we go.
więc no. No ale robimy to też dlatego, że w tej grze jest niektóre rzeczy są po prostu prostsze. Dobra, Woljif. Let's talk, man.
Look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
He makes a subtle gesture and an amulet on a chain appears in his hand. A silver amulet in the shape of waning moon, with a dark crystal in the middle. The Moon of the Abyss. So, you did betray the tieflings.
That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that.
Czyli troszkę jednak tam
Although, of
zdradziłeś.
course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over, but only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
True. Did you really have the amulet this whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
Remind me, why is this item so important?
Really not remember it? Oh,
Uh,
I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth,
Oh
it
my
makes my head
god.
spin.
Najważniejsze pytanie ever. You've been searched by the guards. How did you manage to hide the amulet?
Thieves have their ways.
Yes. Yes. Znamy też taką opowieść z zegarkiem, że nikt nie był w stanie znaleźć ukrytego zegarka, nie? Why did you steal the moon of the abyss? You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyway.
Why, he asks? It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out
Oh.
sometimes just to look at it.
No powiedzmy, że wierzę.
She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
Oh my fucking god. To? Siema, Majku. To powinno być lawful. To powinno być lawful. You deceived the people who considered you a friend. That's not the way you treat your friends. To nie brzmi jak good, nie? Imo, no ale okay. Risking everything for some shiny trinket.
This isn't just some shiny trinket. First, maybe some rich person's just dying to buy it. We need to put out some feelers and see if anyone's in the market. Second, maybe
Okay,
it's been
what?
handy. And besides, I spent so many years looking at it. I imagine things like, what if my grandfather left something else and my grandma spent that too? Maybe I could have had my own barony already if things had turned out differently. Or got some decent education in the capital. They're all just dreams, but the moon is right here. You've got to hold on to what's yours, Chief.
True. It's your business, not mine.
Allies, friends, it's all a load of crap. Life brings us together, forces us to make plans, do whatever it is we do, but it's a safe bet that this ain't forever. I might be a traitor, but the others, are they any better than me? Melround had a good reputation in the family. He was trusted, and you see what happened. If you abide by the law, anyone can rob you. So you need
True.
to break the law first when no one expects it, and run before you go soft and get too attached. Whatever
True.
you think, I owe you. I'm not not just a thief. I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family. And well, I mean, we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you
Nerosian?
anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
On akurat... show me what you can get using your tiefling connections. Look, Chief, the tieflings have all the best things. Oh my fucking god, rzeczywiście. Poisonous dart. Okej, not so good. Za każdym razem, kiedy krytujesz. A stock of purity. Oh! Ale łądy ma. Cold Iron Star Knife. Widzę, że tu bomby mogą być całkiem dobre. 2d4 holy damage. To jest, powiedzmy, że 8 damage'u, ale to jest standard action. To jest takie... Co nie zmienia faktu, że to i tak teoretycznie jest trochę więcej damage'u niż Alchemist Fire i Acid Flask. Okej. Okej. Dobra. On nie może nosić nawet jako Eldritch Scoundrel. Ale to co znaczy, że on copy to spellbook? That's nice. Tylko, że problem polega na tym, że on może, znając życie, mieć tylko 3 te. Znaczy, ma mniej speli. Yep. Czyli w sumie dopóki nie mamy 4. poziomu, to nie warto nawet mu jakichś scrolli zapisywać, bo to musimy się dopiero zobaczyć, co wszystko będzie, bo widać, że ma buffy, summon monster i tak dalej. Ciekawe. Ten Eldritch Scoundrel też może być interesującą klasą generalnie. On jest w ogóle two-weapon fighting guy. Okej. Ten już 3 godziny gra. No panie, ja już teraz będę kończył. Tak swoją drogą, bo też muszę iść spać w końcu. Się tak niekoniecznie dobrze czuję, jeżeli chodzi o moje wyspanie. I mean, okay. That's nice done. Co to jest za ten amulet? Czemu nie wyświetla się? Inne pytanie. Woljif mówił, że ma ten amulet, ale go nie ma. To znaczy, że może później jeszcze będzie z nim dopiero jakaś historia. Czemu ten Jadeit jest w ogóle jako coś specjalnego? Czy Jadeit do czegoś się... can also be used to cast certain spells. Okej. Czyli to też się rozwinęło. Nice. Okej, dobra.
I can handle it.
Yep. Dobra, pytanie. Okej. 50 geldu za potki. To nie będzie zbyt w takim razie drogaśne. No, okej. To są ciekawe weapony. Znaczy ciekawe potki. Że możesz jakąś broń dać jej alignment. Znaczy ją jakby skupić na tym, żeby przechodziła przez przez damage reduction konkretnego typu jakby charakteru. To jest ciekawe. Ciekawe. But yeah, as I said, to tyle na dziś. Dzięki bardzo za oglądanie. Następnym razem w takim razie zajmiemy się całą resztą questów tutaj i wejdziemy w miasto trochę głębiej. Tym bardziej, że tych questów tutaj trochę będzie. No przede wszystkim musimy znaleźć storytellera. To jest jedna rzecz i to od tego się zacznie, czy to będzie ten nasz główny quest do wykonania. Chwilowo. But yeah. No, przede wszystkim następnym razem się udajemy. Szkoda, że kurczę nie możemy nigdy... Nie możemy nigdy zobaczyć tej większej mapy, w której się znajdujemy. No, w każdym razie następnym razem pewnie będzie trochę więcej tej walki niż tym razem. Także dzięki za oglądanie. To tyle na dziś. Do zobaczyska. Przykro mi, Majku. Przyszedłeś akurat jak ja kończę, no ale już jest bardzo późno dla mnie. Tym bardziej, że jutro idę do roboty. Także ja. Dzięki bardzo. Trzymajcie się. Powodzenia w waszych gierkach. Na razie i bye. Bye.